Okay, so I have a couple shapes here. Um, another very organic, kind of shapy, liney issue, and I want to glue them up. And the first thing I decided is what direction they go. I actually like them in invert because it covers all my pencil lines. This has some pencil lines. Where are you? Yeah, you can see a pencil line. And so what I've done is I've put an X to let me know that this side is the wall side, so I don't have pencil lines everywhere, because that would look bad. And I'm gonna glue stick these up. Am I recording this time? Yes, okay, cool. And I'm going to decide how much of the shape. I wanna kind of do this mirrory thing, where they kind of mirror each other because they're all the same shape, I traced them. And so I'm going to go and flip them around. I'm going to say this should go here. Very carefully give that the line. And I'm actually going to go, whoops, I overshot a little bit. I'm going to go a little bit over that line that I drew because I want to lock it in. So I'm going to flip this back over. Nope. I'm going to put this off to the side. This one goes here, and I'm going to put this one down. And I'm just going to fill this nice and in with the glue stick. Nice round. I haven't extended the glue stick very far. You don't need to pull the glue stick all the way out. You're going to snap the glue stick, and then you don't have a glue stick. You just have a broken wad of glue. So not very far. And I'm just going to firmly kind of trace the outline of the object. And I have this nice scrap piece of paper, so it's okay if I get the glue stick on the piece of paper. I can just throw that away. I'll put the cap on, because dried out glue doesn't do anything. And I'm going to get the shape that I want and move to my cutting surface, my work surface. I'm going to overlap over that line that we made so that I don't see the line. And holding with pressure down, I'm just going to kind of fold that in. Now this glue actually says on it that it's a 5-minute working time. Whoops, where am I? Here I am. It has a 5-minute working time. Can we get that in focus, please? Somewhere? I don't know. Hopefully you can see it. And so that's glue stick. It's pretty simple, nice and basic, easy peasy. And so then I'm going to do the same process for this shape. Now I went gray back to, so kind of doing this like shadowy kind of look thing. And so I'm going to do the same process. I'm marking how much gray I actually like. And I'm going to remove this piece. Now this time I'm going to use white glue. We're kind of familiar. I'm just going to gently squeeze. Okay, so if you open the cap, this is new, but if you open the cap and there's the little crusties and you can't get glue out, you can usually flick those out with your fingernail. Worst case scenario, you can pop the end of your X-Acto blade in there to clean it out. Sometimes it gets jammed up because people don't twist it back. You want to twist it back. The worst thing I could think of is you throw your Elmer's glue into your backpack. It gets sandwiched upside down between your math book and your very expensive mechanical, organic chemistry book, and then it sprays glue out and glues your textbooks closed. So always close the cap and try not to throw it in your backpack upside down. And you're going to make little zigzags of glue, and I'm going to stay, whoops, I'm going to open the glue back up. Open the glue up. I'm going to stay kind of far away from the line because overgluing is a thing, or squeeze out is a thing. If you've taken 3D, you know squeeze out on wood is just no fun because then you got to sand it off. I'm going to overlap the line, right? And again, I'm just going to hold and press down. Now, the white glue, yeah, you saw that, it slipped, it's sliding around. So white glue does that. And so I'm just going to hold it down. And it's going to take a minute to dry, so let's set that aside next to our glue sticked one. Now, the downside to glue is rather permanent. Let's say I'm not sure that I like this combination. This is the back, yeah. Let's say I'm not sure I like this combination. Well, we're going to take our handy dandy blue painter's tape. we're gonna undo a little bit. Just a small dab will do. You don't need a huge section. I'm just gonna fold it over. And I'm gonna stick it here. And I'm gonna do one more. Just a small tab, not very big, less than 2.5 inches. Fold over. Then I have a nice ear lid. And it's okay if this hangs out the back end of this, because it'll actually help hold to the wall. And no, it is not okay that that hangs out because it's bigger than the part. That's okay, I have my handy dandy X-Acto blade. You could also use scissors for this. And I'm just gonna score right across that. I'm gonna go twice right across that and cut this into half. I'm gonna put this down. And then now I have a pretty secure shape. And let's say I don't like it, well, very carefully, I can undo it, right? That's the advantage of tape. The downside to tape is that it's now floppy in the breeze. It's not secure. Whereas the glue is nice and secure. Although the paper does not like the amount of glue and it's riding up. I now have a bent shape. Although the glue stick has remained nice and flat. So there is some advantageousness to using the glue stick for this. And if you're unsure, you can use your tape and kind of lock it in, and then when you're satisfied, you can come back and glue it down with a glue stick. And now I have 3 of these shapes, and maybe they do something, I don't know, maybe they're kind of all in the bowl section stacked up. I apparently am doing musical things. Earlier I said I had the musical notes. Apparently this is very organic-y, fluid, music-y composition with nice rhythm sections.